So when Cuban and I did our interview, he said that he didn't feel the speeches that Joe made were racist, but he understood from your perspective as someone black from the outside taking it that way. He said that Joe and Macho would tell racist stories and that Joe was bullied by blacks when he was younger and he held on to that resentment.
Yeah, I heard him say that, and I think for some of the comments that he was saying that he didn't think was racist at the time, he didn't know the actual comment that he said. Like you said, he didn't say the Morenos, he said
Right.
the Moyos. So
Mhm.
that kind of changed the dynamic once
And
that
then he
was
did say that
clarified.
later too. He said that when I realized that it was Moyo, that was definitely, but at first when I said it to him, I said Moreno because I thought that's what you said. So that was my fault. But yeah, he changed that around. But he was talking about, he doesn't remember that specific moment that he said that, but he was saying like all the other like speeches that he was saying, oh, it's the Latino time, Latino time. He didn't take those as racist, but he did say that there were times that Joe and Macho would say racist stories. And he believed
Which
that it came from Joe being bullied by black people, when he was younger.
I mean, if that's the case, like there's racism in every culture, right? Everybody
Mm-hmm.
has their racist moments, right? For whatever, like on a scale of 1 to 10, however it happened, it happens. You say you do, you act, whatever. Now, what he said is what he said. For whatever reason he said it, that's beyond me. Um, I really just reflected on it because I knew that he was in the comfort zone at the time and said it feeling comfortable in his surroundings. And that stuck out to me because, like I said, I think if he would have had a couple of brothers in his face, he wouldn't have said that. So what's that saying? That it's something that shouldn't be said. If you're in a comfort zone, you can say things that you probably wouldn't say in front of other people. So that right there in itself, if you were bullied, I'm sorry to hear that, you know. But again, not every brother's the same. Those brothers that did that to you, again, I can't speak for them. And I can't speak for you being the person that you are saying what you had to say. But I wouldn't have said that. Like, let's say I was in a room full of all the brothers and I'm defaming a certain culture to say that, hey, we need to now get to the top. And those people, if I said that and I said it against certain cultures, I would be canceled immediately, especially if it's the powerful culture, you know? Like if I said something that was anti Semitic
Right.
in a room full of brothers and somebody there happened to be
Recording
Jewish
or
against
something.
without me knowing, I could have hurt their feelings. And now they go back and let people know what I said. So it depends on the level of who you're speaking about and what you're saying. But again, we shouldn't be saying these things. That's just it. I mean, times have transpired to where we are now, and this is the cancel culture, man. We've seen a lot of people get canceled for less.
Right.
So, I mean, I
What
didn't
do you think
say
about what Cuban said though? Like where he said, um, everybody does it when they're around their own culture. They make like jokes or they say like certain talk about other people.
I think that could be true, but it depends on what you're saying and how you're saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could say something and be from another culture in front of me, and I laugh with you. Like, yeah, that's because it's true. It's not like you talking something that I don't know or have seen as being the truth, and it's actually funny because yes, I've witnessed that in my own culture that you're bringing up. But it's when you're derogatory about it and you're trying to put yourself on a bigger plateau, a bigger level by saying it. I think that's what changes the game, because that would be hurtful to anybody if somebody was putting you down and putting your culture down right in your face. And it's not for realistic purposes, it's just to be superior. And nobody's going to take that lightly. You know, we're here to defend ourselves, and at the same time, sometimes you gotta defend your culture.
Hmm.
You know, that's where the unification comes to play.